How about now? Hello. Okie dokie, cool kids. Let's get started. We've got a few minutes before we have some food being delivered, so we're going to try to get in a little bit more painting. Baby is still sleeping, so actually that is nice. She's getting some good rest. Good for her. She's not feeling well, so we're gonna keep an eye on her baby to make sure she doesn't wake up alone and scared. So where were we? We were working on this guy's leg. What we did was we did a base coat of this dark metal, and we did kind of a progression up to lighter metals in this region here. This is where the light would catch, so you can kind of see it's where the light catches a bit more. We're going to go back in with some dry brushing to kind of clean up those surfaces, because that black wash really took a lot of that shine away. So we want to add some of that back in. So what we're going to do is grab this brush. Ooh, this one. It's the Fidelbert brush. I'm going to go back in with this to do stuff. And we're going to go in with the middle tone. See what we can do to bring back some of that shine on the edges. We're going to go with the super shiny stuff. Super shiny. There, that's nice. And let's go on the other side. Make sure that middle bit's really shiny. Okay, just going in and dry brushing in some highlights here on this armor piece for this predator. If you are just joining, this is a stream for ExtraLife. We're raising money for children's hospitals. And I got some time here before eating dinner and baby waking up. So I thought I would hop back on the stream to get in some painting. I was also playing some Hollow Knight, so if you like Hollow Knight, I'm going to follow that. It's a fun time. very nice. I think that's good. Okay, let's go to the next one. Uh-oh. Got some metal on the skin, which we do not want. Do not want. It's a little tricky because the water is already metallic. Oh. Okay, that's good. Alright, so now the question is this metal or is this cloth? I think it might be cloth. It's part of a tabard. Looks like there might be some straps, some metal bits. I think I'm going to decide that that's cloth. That's metal or leather straps. Make these leather. And yeah, alright. So let's this is definitely metal. That's definitely metal. So let's go ahead and do those. Go. We're gonna do some more black metal. This is boiler block. This is a model that I purchased almost 8 years ago. No, 7 years ago? I don't really remember. For David's birthday. was supposed to be a surprise. I was gonna paint it up for him for his birthday when we first started dating. And in that time, we've gotten married, had a kid, and we are well past our first dates. So this is way past due. It's been a work in progress for a long time. So I'm just getting some more paint on it. There's a lot to do and it's really overwhelming. So sometimes I find it hard to kind of compartmentalize what needs to happen next. So right now I'm just doing all the metal bits that I can see. And then what I have a hard time with is like while I'm going over these metal bits, then I notice all the stuff that still needs to be done. Then there's decisions on what should be metal, what shouldn't be metal. We'll just make all this metal. I enjoy this one because it's not got like symmetrical armor. So we are doing these live streams this weekend as a team for the ExtraLife event. It's a global event where thousands of gamers get together to raise money for children's hospitals. And my company has a team, and we're working together to raise money for the Gillette Children's Hospital. And so far, we've already smashed our goal of $24,000. I'm sorry. Yeah, $24,000 from 42. And we've raised our goal to $27,000. And yeah. This weekend I'll be doing as much painting and playing as I can. I'll try to stream as much as I can. We do have a small baby girl who isn't feeling well. So we will be trading off, taking care of her, and might get some time in while she's sleeping. She is currently sleeping. And yeah, hopefully we can get in some time before she wakes up here. I am also jonesing for some dinner. I recently learned that that term is actually associated with addiction, so I need to stop using it, and I apologize. I am hungry for some dinner. So I'm deciding that this guy has a metal bikini. There is a tabard that covers both front and back. However, I do not know where those pieces are. Recently moved, and it's really hard to find things. It's actually kind of a challenge to get all this set up for this event. Because, well, I spent like an hour looking for lamps, and they were over on a different table. They were already unpacked. So it's going to be a while before we get settled. Cool. I like it. Now that's going to be cloth, and then we have some wrist wrappings, and I think I'm going to make those like leather and cloth. So we might be finishing up on the metal part, so we can make that thing metal up on the chest. I'm going to switch brushes to something a bit more fine-tuned, the round point, to hit this piece up here. I'm definitely hearing phantom cries. Hazel hasn't been feeling well all day, all yesterday, all the day before, and it's been a little tough on all of us. Okay. Cool. That looks good. Next we'll take that middle color, which is Cold Steel. Okay, so we're gonna do this belt. And it has the this belt has a predator face in it, and I don't think I've ever noticed that before. Those metal bits are still kind of wet, so we're going to move on to something else right now. We want to make sure all that's completely dry before we do anything with it. So let's do some Battlefield Brown for the leather straps, and that's what I started with. I want to make sure baby's not awake because I feel like I hear her. I think that's actually like an umber, but we'll just do Battlefield Brown. Hello, Dime. Yeah, my last video was 4 years ago. I believe it. It's been a while. I'm kind of doing this as a one-off event. This is for ExtraLife. We're raising money for children's hospitals. It's kind of a yearly thing, so it might pop up yearly, but life's been good, been busy. It's been a while since I've posted any videos just because I don't know, just been feeling the funk. The skills that felt like I needed to continue posting on YouTube were like outpacing what I was willing to put into it, if that makes sense. But thanks for stopping by, Dan. If there's anything you'd like to see, I'm just working on this Predator right now. This is a garage kit, so I wouldn't call it a miniature. It is hefty. It's like 18 inches tall, weighs a ton, weighs a kilo. And yeah, I started working on this like 8 years ago for when my husband and I started dating. And I bought it for him for his birthday, and I was going to paint it up for him. And just never finished it. It's been a work in progress for a long time. I did the face first, and the rest has just been very overwhelming and intimidating. Just 'cause there's so many details and there's just so much to it. I want to do a good job, but a finished model is always better, right, than a unfinished. It cannot be any good if it's not finished. So we're just kind of picking out some bits here and there to paint. I'm waiting for the metal bits to dry really on this side. So I'm picking out some of the leather straps. This is Battlefield Brown, painting on Predator model from AppKit. You can find AppKit on Facebook. That is, I think, the only way to acquire the models from AppKit. They do all their own casting. And when I ordered this, it was just like through Facebook Messenger. So yeah, we're raising money for ExtraLife for children's hospitals. If you feel like contributing, that's awesome. Very much appreciate it. Otherwise, if you feel like dropping me a line, that's awesome too. I appreciate that, because otherwise it just feels like I'm talking to myself. My husband and I are both experiencing phantom cries. My daughter is asleep. She's just a tiny baby. And she's been having a rough go of it. She's been pretty sick. Just a cold, really, but definitely not her usual happy-go-lucky self. She's quite a chill baby. And these last few days have been a little hard. So I've been a little disorganized, but that's okay. We're doing it. So thanks for stopping by and checking it out. Oh man, they're not even gonna see in between these legs. But well, that already looks better. Let's do this side. While we're here, we're just doing all the metal straps. Or sorry, the leather straps. It's definitely really nice to get back into a hobby space that is dedicated to it. I was, lucky enough in my old house to have a really great office space, but I also used it as my hobby space. Computers and all the hobby stuff was in there. And when we got sent home to work from home full time, which again I'm super grateful that I was able to do a year and a half ago, my hobby space became my office, and that was really difficult to motivate myself to sit down in that space and spend my evenings painting when I had just spent all day sitting in that chair working. I'm sure many people have gone through that, and again, I'm super lucky that I had a space to work at home. Super lucky that I was able to work from home. But it definitely put a damper on my hobbying. So I'm hoping all you are faring well. We are painting out this Predator model that I acquired years ago. It's a garage kit. It's huge. Painting all the leather bits. This guy. Oh no. We had some casualties in our move. So I had to re-glue the leg here. Brought back some memories of trying to work with plumber's putty to fill in gaps because it was pretty bad. That was a different process than the normal miniatures that I'm used to. Definitely painting something this big is different. You can't use a lot of the normal tricks for highlighting and shading because on a 34 millimeter model, you have to do a lot to exaggerate shapes so that the eye catches, that I can read what shape it is so small. Something this big, you can get away with a lot more, for lack of a better word, flat colors, because there's enough volume there that the light will treat it in a way that it will, like it would at a bigger scale. So you can really focus in on textures instead of focusing on fooling or exaggerating the lighting, if that makes sense. But to be honest, it's been months since I picked up a brush. The last models I messed with, I was putting together some of the Dominion box, and so I've got some Stormcast Eternals. I wasn't sure what I would choose to paint today, but I wanted to do some airbrushing on those Stormcast Eternals, and didn't feel like setting up all the stuff. So I think that's good for that. We've got leather down here, so let's go ahead and do that. Kind of looks like he's diving off a cliff. Just doing his feet. So the resin actually came in this like pinkish color. I don't know if that's typical for garage kits or not. It's ages ago. Oh yeah. Hope I'm not getting whatever my kid has. She is pretty sick. The last big model I did was this guy. Out of the way, Predator. It's time for Dragon to show off. This is the Dragon King from Kingdom Death Monster. It was very cool. Very big. You can see how big it is on the other screen, the camera. But yeah, he is a beast. And this one was also very cool, very intimidating. But I got really inspired by someone else's rendition and tried to keep with the artwork as best I could. Like some fleshy wings. One of the wings broke off in transit in our move, so we have another one there that gets put on, but it's like only held on by this one piece, so of course it's gonna break. So I mean, overall, I don't think too much broke in the move, but this was one that I had been wanting to paint for a long time, and yeah, it was probably a year ago that I did that one. Because after a while of being pregnant, just did not feel comfortable to sit. So, pandemic, being home all the time, working in the same spot all the time, and then getting pregnant, having a baby pushing up into my ribs made it not so comfortable to sit all the time, especially upright. All I really wanted to do was lay on the couch or go for walks. I played a lot of Dark Souls and got Demon Souls, which was fun. Played Hollow Knight, which I'm playing as well as part of this event. So if you see me streaming Hollow Knight, that's what's going on there. It's a lot of video games, not so much miniature painting. I'd like to change that. Hopefully when my daughter gets a little more independent, we can introduce her to miniature painting or just painting in general. We can just set up this whole space down here in the basement as a hobby space, craft zone. We have our old dining room table down here, and it's huge, so it's really great. I'm super looking forward to it. She's great now. I don't want to discount how awesome she is. Being a parent is a trip. It's definitely different from just having to think about myself. Though sometimes I think my dog's more work than my baby. But he sleeps through the night. She does not. So I'll probably keep this going for another 10 minutes or so, and then I think we got some dinner coming. So we're gonna have some dinner, probably hang out with baby, maybe play some Hollow Knight while hanging out with baby. And then, and yeah, we'll join back up later. Oh, let's just go right to the edge with these metal pants. Metal booty shorts. Yeah. Cool. So then we have yeah, okay, so then we're going to do this next level up silver color. This is a steel road cat hair in the brush. We don't want that. So steel is going to kind of go there, because I forgot this part. And then, let's see, light's catching here. So I think we want the light to catch this line right there. Oops. I'm not going to be super careful of just hitting the highlights because we're going to go over this with a wash. I really just want to pick out where the light is hitting these metal bits. Now, don't have to be super precise, I don't think, because again, this is going to be big standing up like so. I can see in the little screen. Look at it, this guy's huge. It's bigger than my head. Huge. Bigger than my head. We're going to go in with the lighter silver. Hit that. We're not going to hit that too much. We don't want that darker or those lower areas to be too bright. And then we can do this part up here. Huh. Yeah, it's a yin yang on its strap there. Okay, let's see. Some more leather straps up here. So, if you're there, say hi. We're raising some money for the ExtraLife event for the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals, and specifically Gillette Children's Hospital in Minnesota. ExtraLife is at least nationwide, it might be international, raising money for children's hospitals. So there's thousands of people participating, raising so much money for kids. It's like this it's wearing a glove. So make sure to paint that different. That looks like a piece of jewelry on his wrist. Move that to be metallic. There's another sword that's supposed to be in this hand being crushed. But I don't know where that is. It is a mystery. Make that all metallic. So I'm just painting this Predator model here for ExtraLife 2021, raising money for children's hospitals. This guy's been in my backlog as a work in progress for a long time. It's missing a lot of bits because we just moved. And my streaming is going to be kind of erratic because I have a sick baby. She's sleeping well right now, but last night she decided to stay up until 11 o'clock, and I was hoping to use that time after bedtime, which is usually 7, to get all this set up and all the stuff tracked down. But such is the life of a new parent, right? Very hard to actually get stuff done. Very hard. Let me just check this and see how we're doing. See if there's anyone out there. It's already coming along. Okay. Do you want to pull up more colors right now? Or take a break and say we'll be back in a little while? I think maybe it's time for a break. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back later.